Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Permit me to say I've missed you guys a whole lot. Like I've definitely missed club football, and my God, who knew? Who knew it to be this? Like I feel like an addict on withdrawal right now. But anyway, club football is back, and we are back. But firstly, let me apologize for the lack of visuals. It's due to some technical issues, and by the next video, definitely everything will be sorted out. And today, we're going to be giving you a match day preview, so stay tuned for that and let's get this ball rolling. So, guys, how has it been? How has it been? How have you all been? How was the international break? Let me start with Sexonel. What's good? What's good?
Yeah, hi guys. Well, I don't know. Um, I don't even know what to say about the weekend and the international break because as a Nigerian, as a Nigerian, to be
Hey,
honest, as a Nigerian, it wasn't a very good one for me. I was always
Yeah,
looking
I understand.
forward to the EPL resuming and all, but I don't really want to dwell on the Nigerian game, but it's fine. It's good to be back.
Yeah, Jude actually did a whole lot of justice to the review for the Nigeria game. If you've not seen that video, the link will be in the description and also the card will be up there as well. So you can check that out as well. Jude, how have you been? How's the international break been treating you? What's good?
it was a nice time to be away from football because I didn't watch most
Mm,
of the international matches, not for any
yeah.
particular reason. But I've missed football, I've missed Premier League drama, and we're in the final part of the season, so it's about to get hotter. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just glad to
Yeah.
be back.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're going to dive in quickly. We're not going to waste any time this time around. We're going to dive in with one of the biggest games this weekend, Manchester City versus Liverpool. This has been one of the games of the season for the past 5 seasons because these two have been going head to head for the Premier League title. This season is not exactly the case, but it's still a very spicy game. There's something about Liverpool with big teams. Manchester United will testify. They got battered by Liverpool recently, and they've also
Please,
won.
don't rub it
No,
in.
sorry,
Don't rub
sorry.
it
No, sir,
in.
I understand. I understand. It's the
Don't
truth. It's
defend
the
yet.
truth.
Don't defend yet. Just
Calm down.
calm
Over
down.
it
Calm
now.
down.
Over it now.
Calm down. Anyway, yeah, Liverpool they actually know how to turn up against big sides, and funny enough, this season they've already won Manchester City in the reverse fixture 1-0 already. And if you go through the last 5 games between the both teams, Liverpool has won three, Manchester City has won one, and they've drawn one. So it's safe to assume that this is not a game to just write off Liverpool because they are not challenging for the title. But anyway, Manchester City also need to close the gap on Arsenal, and this is the best chance that they have to do so because if they actually drop points in this match and Arsenal wins their match, then it's another 10 points or another 11 points. So it's a lot riding on this one. So Jude, let me start with you. How do you see this one?
I see Man City winning. I don't. There's no. We're not getting anything with Liverpool World Cup play now. We no place since season starts to win Man City. Man City is winning. It may be a tough one because I think Haaland
Yeah,
is
yeah, I
still
think it
out,
will.
but KDB is back
Mm.
and he's hot.
KDB is
If you get
performing.
what
He's
I mean.
performing. I saw
I mean,
his cameo for Belgium. Yeah,
yeah, most of their players had a good international break. So coming back together.
yeah,
I think Foden is injured. Yeah, I saw something like that.
yeah. Foden had an operation, appendix. He's going to miss the game.
So Foden is out. Leaving us
Yeah,
with
it's
Jack
out. He's going to miss
Grealish,
the game.
Mahrez, Alvarez. There's enough depth in that team to win Liverpool. Liverpool, the problem Liverpool have, they've not sorted it out, and I don't think it's something they will sort out this season. Or moving to next season for them. So yeah, Man City win straight.
I like that. But just before Sexoner tells me exactly what he thinks, let's just also have it in mind that Liverpool are out of all competitions. This finishing top four is their number one target right now, and they are about 7 points behind Manchester. No, Spurs. They're about 7 points behind Spurs, who is in fourth position. So they want to fight for that top four spot. So yeah, Sexoner, what do you think?
Well, the game against Man United shows that when it comes to this big
I
side, you
like the
have to
fact you
throw
started with
form
that
out of
game.
you have to throw you have to you have to actually throw form out the window, really, because
Mm. Mm.
In a game like this, I can't really say Man City would come and win this game. It's going to be a very defining game, anyways, for both sides because you already
Yeah.
mentioned that Liverpool they are gunning for fourth place. Man City they have to battle Arsenal for the title because it's already I think 8 points because Arsenal they've played more games, so they would need to
Yeah.
close up the gap. So it's going to be an interesting match, but I don't think it's one of those games where you can call it out before it starts. We would have to
Mm.
see who turns up at the end of the day, and that's what happened against Man United. Everyone favored Man United to go and win Liverpool, even though we knew that Man United didn't have a good record at Anfield, but because of the form they were in at the time, they felt okay. They had a chance against Liverpool. But today we know the story,
Yeah.
um, so we've recovered from that. But this is one of those games where you cannot actually say form doesn't really matter in games like this, really.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Um,
We're just
Hold on,
before
please.
we move
Before
on.
you move on, I want to know who's home.
Manchester City Etihad. They're playing it at the Etihad.
I believe I've said it all.
Yeah. Yeah. You've said it all. Manchester City are definitely likely to win this one. Like they will definitely come out to play this one because they will not let go of this their Premier League trophy easily. So it's going to be an interesting watch, and let's see how it goes. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Arsenal, table toppers Arsenal, hoping to stretch their lead on in ahead on the Premier League table, and they are currently going to be playing Leeds United. I think with the match against Bournemouth, when Arsenal came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2, they literally tried to get that result. I think that match alone is going to tell them not to underestimate any of these sides fighting for the relegation because this is the crunch time. This is when those sides become dangerous. This is when those sides fight for their life, literally. So the match against Leeds is going to be a very interesting one, and Leeds got a very important victory against Wolves in their last game as well. So they have this whole energy about them, but Tyler Adams is going to be out of this one, so that might be a problem in the midfield. But let's just give a quick analysis of this one. What do you think about this one, Sexton? Where do you think this is leading
I think it's going to be a straight win. I can call it
for
now.
Arsenal?
It's
Yeah,
going to be a straight
that
win for
simple, have
Arsenal
you?
because it's as simple as that. Because with the games we've seen them win this season, I don't
Mm,
think this Leeds United side will be a match for them.
yeah,
Knowing what's at stake for them this season, and they know that they have to move further away from Man City. They know they
yeah,
cannot slip up right now.
yeah.
So it's going to be a straight winning for them.
I think it's going to be an end-to-end game because really,
Exactly,
they
exactly.
play
Because Leeds will
attacking
come out to
football,
play,
and
and Arsenal
if
will
Arsenal is
press
not
as well.
careful, they might concede too many goals than they can score. Do you know how?
Well, I don't think Arsenal can concede too many goals they can score
That they
against
can
Leeds
score like that
United.
statement is not
Is
funny.
Why?
How
is Leeds
That's what
United.
that's what I was
against
going to
Leeds?
that's what I was going to say just now. I can tell you from experience. My team is always winning. We're not used to losing. Uh,
Right.
there was a time. There was a time. I mean, this thing happens. Like it's football. Because I mean, you have to put into consideration that the players are human beings. So
Mm,
you know, at some point there might be a shake in form and all. Yes, they've been winning games. Yes, they've been pulling big clutches, coming back from losses rather. But there'll be a particular match that no matter what they play, they can't come back from it. They might play the best, might
I
just
think,
not be their day. It might be this one.
mm.
but I
These
think they,
Leeds
I
are
think they've had
battling.
they've had that game in the past.
You can have it
They've
a
had that
couple of
game in the
times.
past against Everton.
You can have it a
Yeah,
couple of
they
times.
can.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, yeah.
But what I'm
actually,
saying is,
when you
Arsenal
when
has
you
Arsenal has like 8 point lead, right? 8 points ahead
Yeah.
of Man City.
I think yeah because they played more game. Yeah, they played
Leeds
the
are
game
fighting
more
relegation. I dare to say that maybe Leeds have more to lose by losing this game. They might even just want to draw, and the draw is a lose for Arsenal.
Mm.
But I don't.
I
I
see your
don't.
point. I definitely see your point.
Arsenal would win. I would want Arsenal to win. As a football fan, I want Arsenal to win. I don't even care who's home or who's away. And Arsenal have all their players back. Everybody's in it. which will make it a more interesting story that you have your full squad, but you lost, right?
Anyway,
Even if
I see your
Arsenal
point
should
of
win,
view.
I don't think it will be an easy game for them. But Arsenal should win this one, but it won't be an easy game for them.
Okay. No, Sexton, do you have anything to add to that? Because I felt you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I think the fact that Leeds United would come out and play is going to play into the hands of this Arsenal side. They are going to just and let's not forget that one of their important players got injured while on international duty. So I doubt if he's going to even be present, if he's going to be fit enough to play against Arsenal. So I don't know. Arsenal for me is going to be a one way traffic. I don't know with the way we've seen Arsenal play this season and how they have won the games that they have. I don't think Leeds would be that team that would pose a threat.
Mm. Okay. Anyway, I see Jude's point. I definitely
I'm just
don't
going to
know.
remind you quickly that we don't know if Saliba is fully back or not. So it's going to be Gabriel and
Mm-hmm.
somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So that centre back
Mm-hmm.
partnership, no day right
Yeah.
now. And we know Leeds,
Yeah.
they are terrible at defending. Not terrible, but they're not good.
But they are very good going forward. Yeah.
Going forward, that's
I
their forte.
I, I definitely see your
Uh,
point. I definitely
I'm trying to
think
remember.
they can
Is
get
it
something out of
Leeds?
this game.
Well, I mean, Manchester United struggled to win this now. Come on, don't be like that.
Yeah,
You know,
they drew the
fear.
first one
Fear
and
don't
then
catch
you.
you.
We no really nobody's saying collectively they are good, but are you not surprised that they've lost some games that we thought they could win?
Of course.
That's the question. I'm not saying Leeds United are not a good side, but I'm just saying they are not strong enough to beat this Arsenal side. That's just what I'm saying. They are not good
Okay.
enough to win this Arsenal side. But I'm not saying they are a bad team. They could win any other person. But you see this game and what's at stake. Arsenal know they have to win, and that's why it's going to
Sure.
be more difficult for Leeds United. Yeah.
Mm. Anyway, let's move on from that. I definitely know that one will also be a cracker. That will be a very interesting game. And um, another interesting game. I did not know I would be saying this about 3 weeks ago, but Manchester United are not guaranteed a place in the Champions League anymore. Before it was a guaranteed top three. We already know it to be Arsenal, Man City, and Manchester United for the top three. But now, the way results have turned out, Manchester United are 50 points with 26 matches, and Tottenham are 49 points with 28 matches. Newcastle are 47 points with 26 matches, and Manchester United will be playing Newcastle next this Sunday. So it's definitely going to be a top four challenge. The teams fighting for top four this season. Chelsea is not involved. It's going to be a very interesting game. It's
Just
definitely
the
going
fight
to
for
be
top 10.
the fight for top 10 mid-table clash. Now me use my mouth put myself inside trouble. I don't know why I bring up Chelsea. Anyway, we already know who Newcastle are in St James's Park this season. Like, they have considered the least amount of goals. They actually have a very good defense, and when at the point they look like they had a very good attack as well when Almiron was on another level, but it gradually fell off. But then now Alexander Isak is stepping up. He's literally stepping up and showing why they spent all that money for him. And they look like they actually have a very good striker in him as well. So they look like the team of the early stages of this season. So it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. And then Manchester United also would want to make a statement that the third place is ours and we're not letting anybody come close. And they have everything. If Rashford should start this match, let me just say this now, disclaimer: if Rashford should start this match, then I do not believe he was injured in any way. I feel like he was definitely just sidelined, so he will not go for international break and then get any small knock and
No,
affect.
I think he
Because
had a knock. I think he had a knock. I think he had
I'm
a
not so
knock.
sure, but anyway,
Where
let's
the
see
where
if he
wait
should
wait
start.
wait. I bet where they give her the knock. Now he head they give her.
No. That match they substituted him. He was playing through
Though
through
they
pain.
talk as if they need to substitute Rashford. They will substitute him
But
sometimes
I
now.
think he had a knock.
Even
He
Haaland
wasn't willing
said,
to.
if Haaland should start against Liverpool, I will know that these two clubs, they just kept their best players at home they don't want to hear any story. But anyway, regardless, Manchester United will definitely be up for this one, and they will definitely. But we know already Casemiro is out. We already know that it's
Exactly,
going to be. But
exactly.
McTominay really had a very
That's
good
the issue.
international break. I don't know
He had a
if you guys
he had a
noticed.
good Yes, he did, but in a different position. He had a good
Oh
international break.
yeah, yeah, he played a
Yeah,
little bit more for.
the, yes, he played more advanced. We know that he's not going to replace Bruno Fernandes, who is a natural number 10. We don't really have that issue. But the problem now we have is who is going to protect the back four? That's the point. There's no denying that we have dropped off,
Yeah.
yeah, in our recent games. But this game is more important than any other game that we have had in the season, and
Mm.
it's a must-win because you just mentioned that the top four is no longer guaranteed,
Yeah,
and we are
it's not.
playing against a team that are also vying for the top four spot.
Yeah.
So it's
Just three
for
points
us
off
to
Manchester
make
United right now.
exactly for us to make a statement, we have to win. Just to keep it simple, I think Man United might just edge it.
Hmm.
Might just edge it. It might be
It will be
two.
tough. It will be a tough one.
It
It will be
might
a
it
tough
might be
one.
2-1, 3-2. It might even end in a draw. To be honest,
Yeah. Now you're
it
speaking.
might
Now you're
end,
talking.
it might
Now
even
you're
end in a
talking. It
draw
might end
because
in a
it's not
draw.
that. So that's just what I feel.
Okay,
I may.
Yeah.
my lord, if I may, the almighty Red Devils, Oba, I greet you, sir. This is my 2 cents as a football fan, Premier League fan. I see Newcastle as a better team. Keyword team than Manchester United.
You don't come.
Manchester United they have a good coach.
You don't come. You don't always
Wait,
backyard.
Manchester United. Wait, Manchester United have a
Don't
very
come.
good coach. Let me say a good coach. A good coach. Let's be honest, no sir. Sorry. Most of your gameplay is kind of like from individual brilliance. Two of us.
I don't think so. This season, I don't think so. I don't think so. If you had told me that last season,
Let's save that argument for a different day. Now, when I watch Newcastle play football, it's like watching soldier ants build an anthill.
Analogy. Bam.
Sweet football. Everybody is dropping their 2 cents. The starting 11 plus the bench. Now, we know that at the beginning of the season, first half of the season, their wingers were pulling in the weight, strikers, everybody was scoring. Wingers were scoring. Joelinton was coming from the midfield. Sometimes Joe Willock, Guimaraes, like the whole team was, food sweet. Right? Right now, Amaron has lost form and is now injured. It's not coming back till probably the end of April. So his form is going to be very shaky. Now somebody needs to step up on that right wing. And from what I've seen Joelinton play from midfield, my guy. That guy I think was their best strength against you guys in that final. Well, apart from Magnum. Joelinton played really well.
He was only just defensively, he was just good. He's become a defensive midfielder overall. But
he's not a defensive midfielder, he's a box-to-box midfielder. Let me finish.
Finish
my lord, if I may.
You may.
Thank you, my lord. All protocols is standing.
All sufficient.
This one now from coalition.
You are sufficient. You are free to carry on.
Thank you, my lord. So, from the coalition results we have here. Okay.
Do you need more lights, man?
I mean, yes, please, more light. I want Newcastle to win, really. And Manchester United without Casemiro is quite a struggle in that midfield. If they meet their match, if they meet a inferior midfield, they easily make their way through. But when they meet their match, which is Newcastle, I don't think it's going to be easy for them. And the midfield, for me, midfield is the most important part.
It is.
Where games are won and lost.
It's the connecting factor between attack and the
Exactly.
defense.
The defense. Thank you, my brother. The wardrobe. And then Nick Pope is back, so it's not going to be as easy as the
Yeah,
final.
as it was
Where
in the final. Yeah, with Karius.
if I noticed that the defenders were not. It's like they were being reserved because they know they are back.
It's going to be a very interesting one. It's going to
Honestly,
be a very interesting one.
honestly, this is not even me trying to play devil's advocate. I see Newcastle winning this match
No, no,
because
no,
Man
no.
U just
Even when
they've lost their
even when
rating, and this
even
is
when
all Newcastle have to play for.
exactly, and there's something I want us to also pay attention to. It's the fact that Manchester United, their last game they played before the international break was against Fulham, and we saw exactly how difficult that game was for them, especially in the midfield without Casemiro against Palhinha
Fulham
and
usually
Reed.
did give away in that match. They
Exactly,
dashed them the win.
exactly. And now let's if we're
Collected three
totally
red
being
cards
honest.
once.
If we're totally being honest, on paper, Newcastle has a better midfield than Fulham does. So it's going to be a more challenging task for Manchester United than they had against Fulham. And they're going to play in St.
Yeah.
James's. That ground alone is a tough ground to go to. I feel Newcastle win or draw. If I'm being honest, Newcastle win or draw. I think Manchester United might find it a whole lot difficult against Newcastle in this one. Newcastle will not want to just let this one go. It will be a very strong one. I'm going to move on to a very interesting team. A very, very interesting team. Very, very interesting team. And that's Chelsea. Chelsea. Chelsea will be playing this weekend as well. And they will be playing at home to Aston Villa. And this promises to be another exciting game. Not as exciting as the big games this weekend, but also another exciting game because Aston Villa they're a very strong team under Unai Emery. They've been having lots of good results, especially away, and they convincingly put away Bournemouth last time out, and now they are going to be playing a Chelsea side that they are gradually finding their way back, but they are not totally there yet. They still have a lot of things to work out, and it's going to be an interesting game. As a Chelsea fan, I'm not really confident because I know the type of attacking quality Aston Villa has, and I know that given the Everton results, nobody expected Everton to score Chelsea twice, but they did. Leicester City scored Chelsea as well. You know, Chelsea has always been boasting of, yeah, we're having problems scoring, but we're good defensively. That has not been the case in the past couple of games. So Aston Villa already have a very good attacking team, so it's going to be really difficult to stop them from scoring. So what do you guys think about this one? Where do you think this one is going to land?
Chelsea is definitely winning.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, Chelsea's winning. Chelsea
definitely winning.
Chelsea.
Whoa.
Yes, I'm very sure Chelsea will win this. I know Aston Villa is quite a challenge. In fact, in Premier League, there's no easy game.
Especially this period, yeah.
Every game is tough. Yeah, especially towards the end of the season where every club is trying to meet their goal.
Definitely winning.
I mean, João Felix had a good international break. I don't know for the others. I didn't catch up on
Kovacic
the
also
others.
scored internationally. Chilwell played one
Who now?
match. Kovacic scored for Croatia in their last game.
So, yes, Kovacic played well too. Chelsea has quite enough options from the bench to the starting lineup to lose this one. Like I don't see. There's no. I mean, your defense is looking pretty solid. I'm not sure Silva is back yet, but the pair he has been using at the back pretty strong. The midfield has been going very well with Enzo Fernandez, and he played and scored a really nice goal.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Anytime they reach
so
Chelsea,
the only place I think Chelsea has a problem is the only time I think the only place I think Chelsea has a problem is scoring goals, and which they have resolved. I feel like the way Chelsea fans celebrate even one goal is like 5 goals because they never see goals since.
We never see them. We never see them.
Never see assists.
We never
It's guys
see
from their side. So I mean, I see
Chelsea.
that Chelsea to win this one. There's no.
anytime we reach Chelsea,
Yeah, Chelsea
anytime we reach
Aston Villa
Chelsea,
is a good.
my problem with Jude be say, anytime we reach Chelsea, he go one follow front door, but if na Man United, he go dey follow back door. Now I be dey even expect, you don't even talk this thing finish. I suppose to hear something like the way the lovely football Chelsea they are playing right now is something sweet. I like the interchange, lovely football, sweet football. You know how that one? I admire people time. Okay, but but the truth is, on the contrary to what you said, I don't think Chelsea will win this game against Aston Villa. Um, Fine and good. They've been able to string some wins together, but I think what has won them those games is not as a result of collective football. It's as a result of individual brilliance. And if we are good, we can't always think the players would always turn up each game, and that's the issue I have with Chelsea. The manager still hasn't learned, and Aston Villa would not be a side that you go and be making mistakes against or having selection crisis against. When I mean selection crisis, you don't know the best players to play in their favorite positions and all of those things. Who to start, your defensive pairing, who to be your left back, your right back, your midfield combination, or your wingers, and the player you're starting up front. If you get all of those things wrong, Aston Villa will go there and mess you up. They will mess you up. Thiago Silva is not back, so we are definitely going to see Koulibaly there. He has so many mistakes in him.
What do you mean by that?
So he has so
No,
many
no, he's right
mistakes.
now. Koulibaly is not
So
a solid
so
defender
so he
now.
has so many
So
mistakes.
yeah,
I
he's
saw
right.
I saw what that Everton player did to him. It was embarrassing.
Can
It
you
was
imagine?
embarrassing.
I don't. No,
So
no, no, no. Please
so
don't start. Please
so
don't start.
you cannot go if you they have Watkins. Watkins can also do similar thing to what that player did to I don't know what's his name again. Is
Nusa,
he Ellis
yeah. What?
something?
What? So what do you
So
think?
so what I think is I'll call it the way it is. Aston Villa win.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Anyway, in
Is
as
this
much
match going to be at Stamford Bridge?
yes, at Stamford Bridge. Um,
Anyway, Chelsea no get home.
in as
They
much
collect anyway.
in as much as
Yo,
I
no,
agree,
you
I
just
actually agree.
you just gonna spoil everything.
They collect anyway. If it's not their day, they
But
collect.
Chelsea, the way they did it.
Honestly, yeah, I personally have a lot of faith in Potter. I'm a huge fan.
See, you
I'm
not
a
just
fan of
like
him.
this Chelsea side. I don't see him.
Wait,
Which kind of faith they
wait.
get on this guy?
See, I don't like Chelsea.
This kind of
That's
faith.
what I'm saying now. I am a fan,
See.
right? If Potter should lose this match against Aston Villa, the eyebrow will go raised like Ancelotti. Yeah, they try to do the thing.
See.
I go raise eyebrow like
See.
Ancelotti because what's the fourth?
So for me, yeah, as a Chelsea fan in this panel right now, I feel I don't trust Chelsea. I think that's just the best way to put it. I don't trust Chelsea. I think, yes, they are coming back gradually to their old self of winning games and scoring goals, but they still lack that edge of seeing out games, of seeing out matches. If I can't believe Chelsea is winning Everton 2-1, 80 something minutes, and we're ending up drawing that game 2-2. And one of the reasons for that game, as Nosa pointed out, was the lackluster defending from Koulibaly. Koulibaly cannot be Chelsea's main defender going into next season. Obviously, he's not going to be, but right now, given the fact that we're having some injury crisis with Thiago Silva out, he's going to still step in. And Ellis Sims was the person that messed up Koulibaly for
Exactly.
in the last game. But now we already know Watkins is a much better player than him. And Watkins is much harder to deal with. So we already definitely know he's going to have a field day with Koulibaly. So I definitely think Aston Villa will score. It's just a matter of can Chelsea score 2 or can Chelsea score 3. And there's this thing Potter does recently. He's trying to just get the win. And they say the best form of defense is attack. But Potter does not realize that. Against Everton, we were in a very good position. And when he takes off Pulisic and brings in Gallagher, you're changing the shape of the team, number one. And it's now becoming a defensive side without any attacking outlets. And which was a problem against Everton. And if he does that against Aston Villa, my God, they will rip us apart in
That's exactly why I said he
Stamford
doesn't
Bridge.
learn.
They
That's
will,
why
they
I
will
said
rip
he
us
doesn't
apart.
learn.
No, with all this said, I still think that Chelsea will win the game. I still think Chelsea will win the game 2-1 or 3-1. I think Aston Villa will score, but I definitely think Chelsea will win this game as well. I think it's a must win. Let me just, if Potter, I highly doubt he's going to see this, but if anybody should send him this, he should know that Nagelsmann is on the market. And Nagelsmann has the
Now,
profile of a
wow,
coach.
this Chelsea,
No, 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 no,
Chelsea,
no, no,
Chelsea,
no,
now they cause come.
no, 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 no. Let me land. Let
Person
me
where
land.
they just
Let
somebody
me-
somebody that is in a very vulnerable state.
Wait
Just let
now.
you want to
Wait
this
now. Let me
this
land. I
if
say it's on the
this not the
market. I
kind
didn't say
men
we could
way
buy him.
this not the kind men way. Let's not go too deep in this thing because I feel like Bayern Munich dropped Nagelsmann because they felt Real Madrid was going to take Tuchel and he had an eye on him. So they can't break up with him, can't go marry Tuchel. Now Madrid don't we are more than take now, we'll find another person. Now Chelsea want to break up with Potter to marry somebody that is in a vulnerable state. Well
Vulnerable
done,
or
no.
not, I
Come.
feel like Nagelsmann will definitely want a job where he can prove himself because Bayern did not think he would be that coach to take them to
I'm
where they
sure he
want to
wouldn't
be.
want a job. I'm sure he wouldn't want a job that would come with a lot of pressure. But Bayern didn't come with.
A
Bayern
lot
was
of people
not.
like pressure
There was
now.
no pressure.
There was
Do
no
you get?
pressure at all, and the guy
Like
actually did well. Lost only
Baba
three
was
games
even
all
doing
season.
well. He was doing well,
Remove
but he still got
PSG,
fired
beat Milan,
because
beat Barca.
because they said. I mean, they've not lost at all in Champions League.
Yeah,
They sacked him because they said
the
one of
form in
their
the
goals
league.
was. Apart from that, bringing up the youth players, and he probably wasn't doing that. I'm like, eh?
I don't understand. We'll
So,
talk that one.
this boy, yeah, I read the message from Oliver Kahn. You know, Oliver Kahn is CEO. What's this German boy again?
Musiala.
Musiala now, I don't know whether na old player or not youth again. Whether na old player, they no see that one for eye. But I mean, they know what they are looking for.
Well,
I felt it was
Anyway,
very unfair.
let's just use this moment to just pivot a little bit into one of the big games in Europe this week as well, and that's Bayern Munich versus Dortmund. Since we've already started talking about Bayern Munich, I just feel like we're not going to deliberate a whole lot on this one. We're just going to say like 2 seconds what we think about the assigning the new coach that they have, Thomas Tuchel, and if that's going to help them retain their Bundesliga trophy, and if they can start doing that from this next game. That's just the question we're going to answer quickly. So, Sexuna, what do you think?
well, like I said, like I was telling you earlier, I think it's a game where the players would have to come out and feel like, okay, we have to show, because I think they messed up. The manager just took a fall for their mistakes. Um, what happened uh, in the Bayern setup in the team is going to be blamed on the players, not the manager. I don't think so. But I think this is a game to redeem themselves, and the fact that they have a new manager, they would have to come out and show that the dominant side in the Bundesliga, and that's why I feel like it's going to be a game they would win. Well, I'm not saying that Borussia Dortmund, they've earned their spot, the right to be called league leaders right now, because they've actually beaten the teams in front of them, and that's why they are where they are now. So it's not going to be one easy game where you see Bayern run over them. But I just think that
Okay.
because the
So,
players,
what you're saying is Bayern Munich would definitely
yeah, they
show
want to
their
show.
dominance
Yes,
of the league.
they want to show.
Exactly.
Yes, they want to show something. They want to prove
And they'll
something.
win the game. They'll
Exactly.
win this game coming up.
They will. Yeah, they will.
Awesome. Jude, what do you have to add about Bayern Munich, Tuchel, Bundesliga title?
Uh, I love the football Dortmund is playing right now. Honestly,
Beautiful football.
it's
Yeah.
very attractive.
Very
I
beautiful.
love the football. And in football, you might play really well but lose.
Mm.
I might play really bad and win.
True.
I think that's what's gonna happen. So Bayern Munich will grab this win.
Mm.
Might
Too
be a
sad. Too
manager
sad.
bounce. Might be, you know. I hope Dortmund wins.
Mm.
Bayern will take this.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on from Bundesliga. But I actually feel if anything makes Dortmund get something out of this game, then that Bundesliga title is
It's
open.
yes.
It's
It's
Definitely
It's
open.
gone.
It's open.
It's gone.
It's open.
It's
It's
gone
open.
I
for
think
me.
at that point you can now start
I think
saying,
that's all. That's all
"Oh, they
Dortmund
are
have to
supporting law."
play for rather.
Yeah.
You don't go.
Down go.
Anyway, moving on. Let's touch on Spain a little bit, and the same question, or rather, a little bit like the same question I asked for Bayern Munich. The same question I'm asking for this one. Madrid. I will ask the Madrid fan this one. Madrid is playing Real Valladolid this week, and Barcelona is playing Elche this week as well. So I want to a simple answer. Do you still have a chance in the La Liga title this season? A simple answer, straight to the point. What do you think?
At this age, you don't give up since last week.
So the answer is this supposed to be yes or no?
No. I'm not saying a yes or no question. Just a simple answer. What do you think? Like simple. Don't tell me how.
So be honest.
Uh-huh.
I think the team who should be worried is the team who's in front, not the team who's behind.
So Napoli should be worried. Napoli should be worried of the teams behind them.
I'm definitely winning my match this weekend. You know, it's just a matter of how many goals are we going to score.
Okay.
But,
I did like your confidence sometimes, Sha.
Confidence, so called.
Now the way you did the react.
Now this kind of clip. Well, I go like cut. I would like cut.
I expect to hear something
join
like
out to the
this.
score line. Madrid 2, Real Valladolid 3.
No. When you want to give a review, now they like. I'm not happy to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not happy to do this.
I'm excited to do this, and then
I'm excited to do this.
Oh my God.
See the
Do we have a chance of winning the league? I feel like we blew that chance already. If we had won the Clasico,
honest fan, it's good.
then yeah. So we blew that chance already. Unless Barca should slip up. I mean,
we don't see that happening.
give up a 12 point lead.
I doubt that would ever happen. Not in La Liga.
Even though they do slip up, if I'm being very honest, I feel like our focus now is on Champions League. And the period between, I know the Chelsea game, no offense to Chelsea and Chelsea fans, I know the Chelsea game will be much of a challenge to us that we need to.
My brother, don't worry, offense taking. Offense taking.
You see why
which one be no offense?
You be the praise
I'm coming now.
You be the praise now. That's
Which one be no offense?
That's why they dress chicken when they want to slaughter.
God.
They say, I like the way they.
No,
Wait now. Wait,
No,
Wait first.
You forget, Sha. You forget.
It's a game of football. On paper, right? We're talking on paper. We're talking on we've seen this team play. That's what we're talking based on. That's what I'm talking based on right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think Chelsea is that kind of team that will make us rotate
Too much. Yeah.
People play for weekend.
No more.
That kind of thing. But I honestly feel like Madrid might still lose 1 or 2 games in La Liga. Maybe not lose. Maybe we'll draw some. It will happen. Our focus now is just winning the last Clasico and then going forward for Champions League. So if we've blown the La Liga, I think yes. And the thing with Real Madrid, apart from the club itself having high expectations, Real Madrid fans have high expectations. Real Madrid in the whole season might lose only 4 or 5 games, and then you hear the fans saying, sack the coach. From this last Clasico already, there are too many talks of Ancelotti should go. They've forgotten it 2 times already. That's how Real Madrid
supporters. You get some supporters where they're supposed to line, use K, flog all of them. One that they carry Champions League, they don't know. Now they want to allow him go because he couldn't win the Clasico. How they forget?
To be honest, if we end this season trophyless, Madrid fans will not consider that we won Club World Cup and Super Cup as trophies. Maybe last for the sake of formality, we won them this season. But Real Madrid wants to win one of the major trophies. Without Champions League, we've lost pretty much when the Liga is gone. So Champions League or Copa del Rey, we have to get one of them. If not, the season is a failure for us.
All right, guys, that's it for this weekend's preview. We'll definitely be giving you our reactions to all of the different matches as they happen. And please do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. When I mean comment, I want you to tell us exactly what you think about these matches. If you can even give us your predictions as well, and would actually appreciate that. Who knows? There might be a giveaway to anybody who actually gets one of the predictions accurately this weekend. So please put your comments in.
Please subscribe. I think it's up here. And then like. We've got lots of content for you guys. There's plenty more where this came from. So please subscribe, like, and also turn on your notification button so you get notified once we upload a new video.
And we'll see you in the next one.